Good day, everyone. The reason I'm doing this particular presentation is to give hope, especially to the people in the mining industries and the industries servicing these industries, because due to the lockdown, the whole world is in upheaval, and I think the questions we are asking ourselves in the mining industry, what the heck is going on with our industry? And our industry has always been very cyclical by nature. And I think we've all lived through that, and we all wonder about that in terms of our job security and how things go with our industry. But with the lockdown, it really drove me to do quite a bit of intensive investigation. And one of the things that is very apparent is that one of the ways that the governments of the world try to fund lockdowns was actually by running their printing presses. All of them have been doing it. I don't think there's really been many exceptions to this. And so they've had a race to the devaluing of their currencies. Now, and that at the moment is not creating inflation because there is no demand. The velocity of money has dropped drastically throughout the world. And that's one of the reasons. And it's probably, if you look at the way money printing actually happens, the money is actually being built up in the financial system. It's not really circulating through the economy. So currently we're not seeing really inflation. But this could set to change. And as Mark Twain said, history does not repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. And I think that is certainly the case here. And that's why I wanted to just introduce you to this, The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. And it really is a wonderful series to go through. It's about a 10-part video series that you can watch. And it takes you through the world monetary history. And it's not the first time world governments have debased currencies. They've been doing it since not even the Roman times, Greek times. And if you go through this video series, you'll find it out for yourself. But what does this have a bearing on us in the commodities industries? Well, firstly, if you look at the long-term cycle of the commodity index versus the S&P 500, you will see we're at a bottom here. And a lot of us, if we can remember, we remember the great bull run in the commodities in this era over here. And there was also a great bull run from the 70s to about the 80s. There was the oil crisis, but that's also a commodity. So the commodities also scored as far as oil's concerned there. So there were these great commodity bull runs happening in these various times. And we are at historical lows now. Now, the whole lockdown has really changed things because demand isn't there, but now there's supply, and a lot of people don't know what's going to happen. But even before the lockdown, there was this low was being hit. And I think the way one can look at the lockdowns and the associated was really just a pinprick to the world economy. These forces were in play already long before the time. And I would also encourage you to watch this wonderful video series by Marin Cattuso, where he interviewed Ross Beatty and Thomas Kaplan, two great entrepreneurs in the mining industry. And I would strongly recommend that you actually listen to it and go through the detail of it. I think it would give you a lot of understanding of where your industry or the mining industry is at the moment. Then the other one I would like is there's this other investor is Rick Rule, many years a veteran investor in the mining space. And I was very surprised when he said there's two bull markets. And you can also go to this at Money Show on the on YouTube and get ready for two bull markets. And having listened to his thesis, I actually strongly agree with him. I think the first one we're going to see is gold, and we have seen it already this year, but I think it's probably still got legs, maybe not as strong legs going forward, but it's there are a lot of pundits almost thinking of 10,000 US dollar per ounce gold, and they have logical reasons for why they're saying it, and I strongly suggest you investigate what they're saying, and you can follow the trail. Go to Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad channel, also on YouTube. You can follow it from there. Jim Rickards, you can follow him also on YouTube and all the places he's interviewed, just to hear their side of the story and why they say what they believe is going to happen. But what surprised me was the second bull market, but it's not totally unexpected, because the world still turns and the world still needs commodities, and there is still the great industrialization taking place in the East, although there's probably a lot of it is already happened in China. But don't forget, India's got a long way to go, and a lot of the other nations in the Indian Ocean are also ocean basin are also going to be needing commodities to grow their industry. So I really do believe that the mining industry, we have it tough now, but I think there's a good time for us forward. And that's also one of the reasons I do my videos and stuff like that, is to actually prepare us for this bull market that will be happening, so that we don't make the same mistakes as we did in 2000 to 2008, where we actually chew up investors' capital and don't really give return for money. So anyway, I just thought I'd give us motivation for people in the mining industry. Thank you.